Hello, I'm Yujie Zhang, the author of the manuscript. This study is aiming at investigating how corruption perception affects depression. This study used trust in government and online news consumption as mediators to construct a multiple mediation model. At the beginning of the manuscript, this study proposed three hypotheses. The first is that higher corruption perception will aggravate depression. The second is that trust in government will partially mediate the relationship between corruption perception and depression. The third is that online news consumption will have a masking effect in the relationship between corruption perception and depression. The data used in this study were from CFPS 2016 and 2018. This study used Stata version 16 and a longitudinal research design to investigate the relationship between corruption perception and depression. The descriptive statistics showed that most participants had relatively high corruption perception and relatively high trust in government, and they read online news frequently. Meanwhile, they had relatively mild depressive symptoms. Correlation analysis provided initial support for the three hypotheses. The multivariate regression analysis showed that corruption perception significantly aggravated depression. The mediation analysis showed that the indirect effect via trust in government and online news consumption were significant. Specifically, this study observed the effect of corruption perception on depression was partially mediated by trust in government. Moreover, online news consumption had a masking effect on the relationship between corruption perception and depression. Self-recalling inaccuracy was considered the major limitation of this study. To the author's knowledge, this study was the first to examine how corruption perception relates to depression by building a multiple mediation model in the context of Chinese society. And this is the end of the video abstract. Thank you for your listening.